Hello, my friends. Andy over at Today's CBD coming to you live from Brea, California. It's 5:30. I did change the time from 6 o'clock to 5:30, so I apologize if you're having to watch the replay because you didn't catch that I changed the time. There's a lot happening at 6 o'clock. We have a State of the Union, we have State of the Viseo Company, all at the same time, and so I didn't want to interfere with some of that stuff. I'm going to be talking about Beleza today, which is our new product, our new skincare product. There we go. The lighting takes it out. But I have some graphics I'm going to show you. I'm going to share a little bit about it. I'm learning about this product, and so I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to cover all the greatness that is included in these three new. There's three steps, and so we have three different products that we apply to our face. And so each one of them has greatness in them and a lot of technology put into the development of why they're so effective, why they are scientifically proven. No, you can't say that very often in the industry that we are in, especially when it comes to dietary supplements. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of things we can't say, right? I got a nasty gram on one of my videos because of something in the title. I really wasn't making any claims, but it was close enough that I got a letter. So there's all kinds of things you can't say with dietary supplements, but with skincare and what we have with Beleza is that we can tell you that it has been scientifically proven to simply turn back the hands of time. We have partnered with Lipotech out of Barcelona, Spain. They are a company that deals with the liposome technology, which I'm going to be telling you about in just a few seconds here. And so we partnered with a company that is also in association with Warren Buffett. And so if Warren Buffett likes the business enough to invest in it, then you know that it's probably a pretty good business because he makes very few mistakes when it comes to investing in companies. And so there's so much I can tell you. As a matter of fact, on the website here, Viseo is proud to share an exclusive partnership with Lipotech, SAU, the global leader in the pioneering of liposomal skin care solutions, headquartered in Barcelona, Spain. A quote from the director: "This collaborative effort will forever change the face of skincare." Jean-Claude Denevier. Yeah, right. I don't even know if I said that right. All right. So I don't have any other graphics up because I don't want anything to interfere with I'm going to be putting up. But here's what the three bottles look like. You've seen that in a couple of my broadcasts. We have the serum, we have the cream, and then the mist spray, which is on the right. And each one of them has ingredients that are going to be beneficial to our skin. The one thing you need to know is the liposomal technology is the I don't know that it's the most important thing, but it may be the most important thing. It is the thing that allows the nutrients to get down into our dermis area and down in the subcutaneous tissue. Subcutaneous tissue. There we go. I even have a cup of coffee here to help me just speak. Beleza by Viseo's advanced liposomal technology delivers nutrients deep into the epidermal layer, allowing for optimal dispersion of active ingredients. And so on the left, you can see that normal skincare just simply stops at the epidermis, which is the surface of the skin. Just kind of gets in there and may get down to the beginning of the dermis, but really it goes no further than that. That's because the nutrients are too large and they don't, and they get turned back because of their size and because the body just doesn't accept them. But when you add liposome technology to the nutrients and have liposomal skincare product, it then, because they're smaller and reduces the size, it then gets into the dermis where it's going to do much more good for you and the healing of your skin, which that healing process and taking care of the skin and based on what you're going to hear about the technology and the ingredients, it actually reverses time, which is what we are looking for in this particular thing. So again, Viseo has simply gone a level above anybody else in the industry in regard to skincare, in regard to dietary supplements, in regard to CBD. I was at the gym today, and you know, somebody who's been watching me over the last year and a half talk about the CBD and the wellness products that we have over at Viseo. You know, he's been watching and watching, and many of you may be doing the same thing that are watching right now. That you've been watching me do this and watching me tell you about it. I mean, you go, I just don't believe it. I know guys that have been in Amway and they tell me about this spray, this cleaner, and they spray it in their mouth and how good it is. And you know, I bought that and it really wasn't much better than the other stuff that I use. 409 or whatever, right? Or you know, I had other friends that talked me into this thing and it just really didn't. I didn't see the difference. You can't help but see the difference in these products. You know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, was in so much pain, so much discomfort, had a lot of stuff going on. I changed my dietary supplement regimen. And since then, I can't tell you that it's cured me. I can't tell you any product. Again, we have compliance that we have to deal with here. But I can tell you it's a coincidence that the moment I started taking all these great products, my life has entirely changed. Entirely changed. I'm way more healthy now, way more active, way more clear-headed, and as I'm struggling to search for words, I'm way more clear-headed in my work. I have more things that I can do at the same time. Even though my multitasking really is a myth, you can't multitask. I can do multiple things and get more things done at a time. Now, I can't get to my messages still, no matter what. I don't think they're ever going to come out with a dietary supplement that helps me answer all my messages and clear out those things. You have no idea. I have so many messages I haven't got to. But that's the one thing that has not come. They have not come up with a solution yet. So, David Everett, sign me up. What do you say here? Sign me up. Will it get rid of crow's feet? I'm going to be talking about that. Yes. Yes, David. Loretta says, Ivan Pohl even endorses our products in his beauty sandwich techniques with celebrities. Yes, he was actually at the Viseo convention and demonstrated, showed pictures of the movie stars and singers at the Grammys that he did their makeup, and really had spoke highly and said, this is going to be a Beleza, what I'm pointing to right here, is going to be, I wish I could show it so like, this Beleza product is going to be something that's going to be included in everything that he does in regard to makeup, because he simply says, thank you, Loretta, for putting that on there. He simply says that, you know, you can put makeup on a damaged canvas and make it look good, right? You can cover up all the the impurities and the damage of a on a worn out canvas if you're creating a painting, and you just put it on a little bit thicker, right? Use darker colors possibly. He didn't really, these are my words, but you could do that. But when you start out with a clean canvas, brand new canvas that's smooth and doesn't have as much damage and doesn't have as many things that now he has to use makeup to overcome, it is a much better look because you're starting with a better canvas as opposed to a worn out, damaged canvas that maybe you pulled out of the trash can. I hope that was a good comparison. I don't know. All right. So I promised you I was going to keep this quick. I'm going to show you the steps on what we're going to do. And I'm going to talk about the lead ingredient that makes it most important. And I'm going to be applying it to this hideous face. And hopefully over the next 30 to 60 days, I will show you how it has made improvements even on this face. All right. And so I've already taken before pictures. Those are, I'll only show those when I'm sure that it's been improved. And yeah, that's going to be hard. Kind of like my before and after pictures I took not too long ago. That's really hard. It's not easy to do. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So the serum, so we'll take the serum out of the box here. So the serum is the first step in reversing time. And I really like the last 2 Facebook Lives that I've done. I've been able to find songs that are totally appropriate for this. So we're going to turn back time with the serum. It's the very first step. And a little bit goes a long way. So in regard to the serum, it has something called Phenzabiome in it. Phenzabiome. Beleza serum contains Phenzabiome peptide, which delivers nutrients to the beneficial bacteria on the surface of your face. It's a prebiotic approach for a probiotic-like effect, returning vulnerable skin to its original beauty. I'm going to look here on the informational sheet. There's some more information here. So serum fights the 3 causes of eye aging: fluid buildup, tissue deterioration, excess fat. Did you know that the delicate skin around the eyes is 10 times thinner than the rest of the skin on the face? I did not know that. This is all stuff I've recently learned at the event, and that just makes sense. And that's why the skin under here, the bags under the eyes, and that kind of stuff, which I have suffered from since I was in my teenage years, all the way back in elementary school. I remember kids, you said, "How come you have such dark circles under your eyes?" Like I've lived with those all my life, and bags and that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that for the first time in my life, maybe it'll be able to affect those things and get rid of them. But the eye contour's unique fragility exposes it to the 3 primary causes of puffy bags and dark circles: fluid buildup, tissue deterioration, and excess fat. Well, that's most of us. Beleza Serum utilizes a double action tetrapeptide. I will get better at these words later on. Don't worry about it right now. Tetrapeptide to reduce these signs of fatigue and aging around the eyes while restoring the natural radiance of your youth. Serum delivers nutrients to your skin for smoothing luminous results, boosts skin resilience, reinforces skin's protective abilities, delivers nutrients to beneficial skin bacteria. All right, so you're going to take just a smidgy. Come back to my camera so I can see. I'm going to use it for a mirror. All right, so you just need just a dab. It doesn't take much. So just to see there, just a little bit on there, and I'm going to poops. Woo, almost lost it. It's very valuable. And put it under the eyes and on the crow's feet, David. Yep, put it right there on the crow's feet. Now, Pole, whatever that guy's name is, Ivan Pole, he likes to press it into the skin. I think this is what he said, right? You press it in the skin. The video that Vaseo puts out, they rub it into the skin. So either one, you put it in there like that. And then I saw some people put it on, the rest of their face and that kind of stuff. But I think ideally the eyes, around the eyes and that kind of stuff is the most important part. I hope I look like I know what I'm doing. So I put the serum on my eyes, and please get rid of the bags under my eyes. That would be so awesome. Just take those in and just and take them away. It's going to make that sound, and I'm going to hear that sound. So you put this on twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening before you go to bed. That's what it does. So that is the ideal placement. So easy. So that's step number 1. All right. I see nobody commenting. Nobody's telling me how terrific this is that I'm putting makeup on. It feels like I know it's not makeup, but it feels like I'm putting makeup on my eyes. All right. The next thing that we're going to use is the cream. Now, this has an interesting, so you saw that was a pump. Oops. What happened? Hold on. I know you can hear me, but let me go ahead and I'm going to refresh. I may disappear for 1 second. I'm going to put up a graphic, and I'm going to refresh, and hopefully. And there we go. All right. So not sure what happened. Oh, now you see my partial part of my wall is not painted there. I hate it. Oh man, I froze again. Hold on. I'll be back. There we go. All right, let's see if I'm going to try this again. I got to zoom in. There we go. I don't know what happened. Just one of those things that happens with computers. All right. So the Beleza cream has a very interesting applicator thing. I've never seen anything like it before. Don't you like the packaging? You know, I should have mentioned the packaging. You know, when I first came over to Vaseo, one of the things that I was totally impressed with was their packaging, and it is super important, especially when you're talking about skincare, in the sense that, you know, people are going to be putting this on their shelf. So if we're as a brand partner, if we begin to have people that own hair salons, for instance, or salons where women and maybe men go get their makeup done. You're going to want something that looks good on the shelves, that attracts attention, that people go, wow, what is that? That looks very rich and very important. And the packaging, and I believe what they said at convention is that it already won a prize for their packaging on top of everything else, and it's only been out since Saturday. And so amazing that we already won. Award winning. Yes. Oh, look at that. Thank you. All right. So what I was going to talk about, the applicator, is that you see that it's a solid plastic thing there. You just push down, and it's going to be hard to see because of the lighting, but you push down and what you need will pop up right there in the middle. Can you see it? There we go. See a little dollop, right? I'll push down and you see, there you go. And then you take that and this, I'm going to apply it first and I'll tell you more about it. All right. Oops. You're going to put it on your fingers and then put it on the forehead and around the crow's feet. Yep. All around there like that. And then people even put it on their neck. Not that I have to worry about my neck, a turkey neck. All right. So you put it on your face, put it around your eyes, pat it on your head. The one thing it doesn't do, it doesn't grow hair. That's one of the things that Daniel Piku was very upset about. And me too. I just wish it would add a little bit of hair. But you want to put it on your skin. And then while that's drying, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. All right. So here we go. Oh, you can't hear me now? Well, or can you hear me? Yes or no? Shoot, I didn't see that earlier. Let me know if you can hear me. I did not check before I was only checking on the camera. I see such a pro, so I'm guessing that you can hear me now. All right. Let me know if you can't hear me. I'm going to go ahead. Well, I don't want to go to the other area because then I won't be able to see. So I'm going to leave this on. So on the, again, I saw the way, oh, okay, you can hear me. So I saw the way that they were pressing it into the skin. I guess that's one of the things that is, that, the makeup artist said you should do, and not rub it in. But what can you do? Thank you, David and Loretta, for letting me know. All right, so let's go to the next graphic here, which is going to talk about the main ingredient, the Reparage. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. Again, I'm going to learn these words later on. But Reparage, Beleza's rejuvenating cream was formulated with Reparage peptide, which directs skin cells to regenerate as younger skin does. In this way, rejuvenating cream helps the skin's own self-renewing properties last longer. The effect is rejuvenated skin cells that support longer lasting self-renewal and smoothing of the skin for a more youthful appearance. And let me just go ahead to the graphic for this one. And rejuvenating cream directs the cells to regenerate as younger skin does. Epigenetically reprograms the skin using Reparage peptide, brightens for younger looking skin, enables even the driest skin to retain moisture and regenerate. Just like two people can read the same book and come away with two very different interpretations, the way skin cells read information and subsequently tell the skin how to act, is dependent on many variables, including diet, environment, sleeping patterns, exercise habits, and more. Beleza's rejuvenating cream was formulated with Reparage peptide in order to direct the skin cells to regenerate as a younger skin does. There was some other thing on here that I thought was important. It too is a twice-a-day application. Study demonstrated an increase in hydration by 90% in just 14 days, and elasticity improvement and wrinkle depth reduction in just 4 weeks. So I don't have any of the pictures that show the before and after. I will save that for another time. I just simply wanted to kind of get on, show you how to apply it, show you how to put it on, and show a man. I am a man, right? I'm not changing my name to, I forget what her name is. I'm not in the process of changing. I, like many men, are what's the word I'm looking for? Are vain, right? And if you didn't think so, and I'm sure that many, especially women, know this, but if you didn't think so, go to the gym, go to 24-hour fitness, and go to the locker room. I've never seen so many men looking in the mirror and double taking at themselves as they walk by the mirror, even on the floor, right? Even on the floor of the weight room, as they're walking by a mirror, they walk and they straighten up and they flex their arms and they check out their butts and they go by. men are, this is nothing new what I'm doing. We want to look good. We want our skin, especially when we get into our 40s, like I am. We want, maybe I should say I'm in my 60s. And so that way I look, oh, you don't look 60. I'm not 60, by the way. And I'm not 40. I'm somewhere in between in the 50s. All right. So as a 57-year-old man, I too do not want to necessarily look my age. I want to reverse that aging a little bit so that, people look at you and say, wow, man, you look fantastic. So as you are, taking the supplements with CBD1 and B3 and Renew and Eternal, right? I take my Eternal every day. And as I want to now feel younger, right? You want to look younger in addition to feeling younger. And what's the movie where they say it's better to look good than it is to feel good? Well, I'm going to happen to be able to do both. I'm going to feel good and I'm going to hopefully look better than I do and make that change by adding Beleza to my daily routine. And so I put on the serum, I put on the cream, and then the very last step for step number 3 is the mist. And this is really kind of interesting. It doesn't seem like we're doing much with this Stream 29 and holding. Yes, Loretta. Loretta is telling me she is 29 years old. I believed her. I believe her that she's 29 because she clearly looks 29, except for she has some, a son that's 29. And I go, how did that happen? All right. And so that just didn't, the math didn't work out, but well, she's 29 as long as if she tells me she's 29, she is. All right. So here is the Beleza Mist. Now the Beleza Mist again is very interesting and it seems to be very effective. And I'm going to go ahead and go to this. My daughter is doing some very strange things behind the camera there. I'm not sure what she's doing. What are you doing? She's dancing very weirdly. All right, Palu Shield. So this ingredient called Palu Shield, Beleza's hydrating mist combines a proprietary blend with Palu Shield to synergistically defend against pollution, extreme weather, and blue light exposure, while keeping your skin well hydrated for luscious firming effects. It all adds up to a year-round revitalization skin complexion. Revitalized skin complexion. I add my own words to the thing. All right. So the pollution, and what I found interesting is that this idea of the blue light from the phones and the computer screens is damaging our skin. And I may have heard of that before. Maybe somebody mentioned it, but it really now has become a part of the selling point for this mist. In that they are saying that solar and blue light causes damage to the skin, extreme weather and pollution. The carcinogens in the air, fly through the air and then land on our face. And then what we do is then we rub our face, or we're tired, and then we rub that pollution into our skin. Again, and now pushing it into the epidural area, and then it gets kind of stuck in there. What the mist does is it provides a barrier to keep that from happening. So the pollution, extreme weather, solar, and blue light. It is no secret that pollution poses a major threat to the health and look of your skin. As communities have become increasingly urbanized, the potential for pollutant-induced premature aging has intensified. Our skin is also facing a daily fight against extreme weather conditions, which seem to progressively worsen with each passing year. Combine these factors with the reality that we now live nearly 24/7 digital lifestyles, which present an entirely new set of risks due to blue light exposure. And your skin has never been more bombarded with toxic stress. And so the clinical validation is this: in an in vitro study, natural hyaluronic. I should have read this before. I should have read this. I should have read this before I got online. All right, natural hyaluronic. Never heard of that word. Who creates these words? Hyaluronic acid was boosted by 66% in human skin cells. Smile lines. These are my smile lines right in the face. In mature skin became visibly improved after 14 days. So back to David again. This is it right here. The smile lines, the crow's feet, and statistically significant reduction in wrinkle volume as well as increases in antioxidant power were observed in 28 days and 15 days respectively. So that's clinical validation. Again, we're talking about scientifically proven products that seem to work based on the clinical validation that they've performed. Again, they've done it all. And this company over in Barcelona, Spain, Lipotech, they've been in the business for a while. They weren't just created. Now, Viseo was created only 3 years ago. This product just went live just a few months ago, but Beleza and some of the ingredients and the products in it have been around for a while. So we partnered with them, and we were able to purchase the rights to be able to put together this product of something that they've been using for a while. So it's not like it just began and now we threw again a bunch of studies over the last few weeks. No, it has been around for a while, so they've had time to study it and use it, and that's why the makeup artist that Loretta brought up earlier has been using it on red carpets already, and already been able to see the positive effects on his clients before they go out on the red carpet. And again, uses as a staple on their skin before applying the makeup, and making that positive change in their skin to give a much better canvas for him to work with than an old, wrinkled, damaged canvas that he has to work really hard on. All right, so they've been around for a while. So I just want to make sure that that was clear. All right, so now the last step. So all you need to do is point it towards your face, close your eyes, and spray your face and your neck. Again, you want to get those areas that are going to be the wrinkles that it causes. You don't want to rub it in. You just let it sit there. You let it kind of soak in. The tendency is to go and kind of and touch it, but they really say that just let it hit your face, let it kind of sink in. And you may miss a spot like in the morning, but because you don't spray at the same angle and same place all the time with the same environmental conditions, as you use it twice a day, as recommended, you will eventually hit all those areas that need to be hit, and the revitalization and the fix of your skin begins to take place, and your skin begins to get much, much better. All right, so those are the 3 steps. Those are the 3 products. I hope I've been a good model and a good demonstrator for you. Let's see some of these comments. Loretta loves the mist. I do too, and it smells great. I do love the smell. It doesn't smell too feminine. It's a good smell. It's a good clean smell. It's not perfumey. It's not girly. It just smells like your face is clean, which is good. If somebody's going to be smelling your face, you want your face to smell good. Don't worry about the math. Yeah. Oh man, I'm horrible at math. Yeah, don't remind me. 40s. Yeah. Yes, Mark. What do you mean? Laughing at that. How dare you? I have tons of toxic stress. The mist should help. Yes, it will. You need to add that. You provide that layer of protection from the mist. Ivan Pohl. Thank you. Ivan Pohl. I guess he's famous. I don't know, but his skin looked very good. I can tell you, it looks fantastic. All right. We partner with the Berkshire Hathaway Company, which is one of Warren Buffett's companies. Yes, absolutely. All right. Thank you, Loretta, for the help and adding to this broadcast, and David and Mark and everybody else. And so again, as I begin to use it, as I begin to use or see the changes, I will take some of the before and after pictures, and I will show them to you. I'm vain, but I'm not that vain. Again, I showed you before and after of my body as I went from a fat tub of lard to a little bit more fit of a person. And I will be more than happy to do the skin at the same thing and begin. I'm really hoping it's going to help with the see the light. I have the lighting that comes from the top, and it probably makes the bags a little bit worse. But I'm really hoping it's going to fix that area. I'm not. I hope that it takes a little bit of the crow's feet away. But I think it just shows you that you're a happy person. If you have no crow's feet and you have wrinkles in your forehead, then you're angry, right? And I don't have that many wrinkles on my forehead, but I do have the wrinkles of smiling, which I think shows that I'm a fairly happy person and mostly in a good mood. I hope that. But I do hate these bags and the dark circles. I hate it, and I want them to go away. All right, so I'm going to reverse the hands of time. I'm going to keep you abreast as to how this goes. I've already seen the results. I've already seen before and after pictures. I've seen other people using it. The pictures that he showed of the stars, the singers, and the movie stars that he has been working with over the last I don't know however long he's been doing it, but the picture he showed before and after of them and the positive results that he's having with their skin, and that all looks fantastic. The clinical results and the pictures they showed and showed us at the event, you can very clearly see a strong reduction of the wrinkles and from the before to the after, and also the close up of the skin when it's full of pollutants, the dark dirt that's on people's skin. And these are people that are, I'm sure they didn't take a coal miner and take a picture. These are just people, right? Just walking around. And the amount of, and it's a close up, right? And so you get to see like little pebbles and rocks like on their pores and nastiness. And then after, right, when you use the products, it's simply not there. The skin is smoother. The wrinkles have reduced down to, and some have gone away completely, and some are reduced greatly. And all that helps, right? As your canvas begins to smooth out and have less wrinkles, and the bags begin to become reduced, you have a more youthful look. And that's all what it's all about. Remembering what I've talked about before, that the skin is the largest organ on our body. And so if we're using, Renew and Eternal and CBD1 for our aches and pains and any kind of stress that we have in our life, when we're using that in all the combinations, and I've talked about this all the time, what I love about Viseo is all the products kind of blend together and help one another out, and it fills in the gaps. And the only thing we were missing up until this point is the skin. So again, if we are now starting to feel good and feel younger, it only makes sense that our skin begins to feel good and feel younger. And so I would begin to use Beleza right away. You may want to wait until you see the results with me, but I'm telling you, you don't need to. Just get started, begin using it, and then begin to tell me your story so that I can add you to some of the testimonials of how great this product is. All right. Hope this has been okay. I'm 2 minutes over than what I wanted. We got things starting. We got state of the company phone call that's going to be starting in a minute, and then State of the Union, which I've already recorded. So I'm going to be able to watch that and catch up to that. I hope you all have a great evening. I hope this has been helpful, and thank you for watching. And again, Loretta, thanks for helping me out on the broadcast. I appreciate it. All right. Take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye.